Hey everybody, it's Gregorio and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, yoroshiku. If it's your second, third, fourth time, okaeri. And today, let's talk about Produce Pandas. Yes, another Produce Pandas video. And Produce Pandas just celebrated their first year anniversary from debuting. And just a quick history for me on Produce Pandas. I knew about them before I even really knew about them. I saw these videos online of these chubby guys dancing and thought, okay, cool, you know, just another dance group, because there's a million videos of people, you know, dance groups out there doing covers, K-pop in public type things. And I would see these videos, and many times they're posted on other types of accounts, not specifically official accounts, so I didn't really know who they were. And then I was going through this rabbit hole of K-pop in public videos, and their Kill This Love video came up on my feed. And I watched it, and I was like, okay, I like that. Let me see what else, because now this was on YouTube. Before, I used to see their other video clips randomly on Twitter and Facebook. So I was like, oh, this is on YouTube. Is this their actual channel? And so I went and clicked on that, and I found there was more videos. And I go, oh, what is this? And soon after, La was released, and from there I was like, okay, this is a group. This is an actual like group, not just, you know, some guys just, you know, doing dance covers. And so from there I became a Panda Keeper before the fandom actually had a Panda Keeper fandom name. Anyways, that was my quick backstory. Let's go on to their first year anniversary song, The One. And they released two versions, a Chinese version and a Japanese version. And so we will look at both of them today. I'm gonna start off with the Japanese version. If you don't know, I live in Japan. And so usually I had a lot more Japanese related content on my channel and my videos. And so I know Japanese more than Chinese. I did take Chinese in university, but I didn't really retain much of it. But I can speak more Japanese than Chinese. So I'm gonna start off with the Japanese version. And so without further ado, let's check out the one. Okay, we're in the desert. So Otter's tea kettle. Ah. Okay, so far with Otter and Mr. 17's Japanese, so far the pronunciation has been pretty good. I can hear what they're saying clearly, and yeah. And for those of you who have complained in previous videos that I pause the video, if you want to watch the music video, just go watch the music video. This is a commentary, so I'm going to comment, so I need to pause it so I can talk. So it's kind of like a disco house. Great cinematography. Okay, so far right now on the choreography does not stand out right now from what they've shown. Now compared to before when I had the stand-up video reaction, the choreography also, again, I was kind of like about until I saw the full choreography video, which showed everything instead of these just little snippets. So right now the choreography is, I'm not blown away, but I like the sound of the song, and the Japanese so far sounds pretty good. Okay, now comment on Cass and Ding's Japanese. Their pronunciation had a very heavy Chinese accent on it compared to Otter and Mr. 17, who had more of a more natural Japanese accent. And Husky, his Japanese accent was somewhere in the middle. I like this one shot, this flowing one shot here. The tea kettle. Okay, so again, the choreography, it's really simple right now. It's just kind of like this one, bounce, 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 slide, slide. So compared to stand-up, the stand-up for me, it's very simple. I don't know if they had enough time to put a huge choreography into it because they needed to get this done from when they got off with Youth with You 3. And then they had their EP, and then they had to do this. So they've been rushing to get everything done. So I don't know if they had a chance to learn complex choreography for this. So hopefully they release a just dance version so I can actually properly comment on the choreography. Okay, so that's the end of the Japanese version. Again, I like the sound of the song. Otter's vocals are great. Husky's was good. For the pronunciation, again, the pronunciation for Cass and Ding have the heavy Chinese accent on it, so that's something that could be improved. But now let's go on to the Chinese version. I don't know if there's any difference. There is 1 second difference in the time of the actual video. So the one Japanese version is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and then the other one is 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Is there a variation? So let's check out the Chinese version. Again, the cinematography is great. The cinematography, the visual, great. Song, great. Choreography, So of course now this is them singing their native tongue, and so of course it sounds very natural. And the beginning part of the video, you know, we have Otter, Mr. 17, and Husky, and of course in Chinese they sound their natural selves. Sounds great. Japanese version, they also sound great. Then we come to this part where the Japanese version, they're like so-so, but now of course here they sound their vocals sound good in their natural native tongue. I love this sweeping. I love the sweeping camera there. And then them here in. So them in this stairwell, like, we barely got anything of this. So I wanted to see we had the great visuals, the cinema view, but again, I want to see the choreography. I want to see them dance the whole thing. Release the choreography. Tea kettle. That's a great beauty shot of Ding there. And their heavy breathing from the dancing. Okay, so now we just watched the Japanese and Chinese version of The One. So my takeaway is the visuals are beautiful. The cinematography is beautiful. The styling is on point. For the vocals, so Otter, of course, comes through every single time with vocals. He came through on his Japanese pronunciation with the vocals. Mr. 17, so he is not a major vocalist, but his Japanese vocals were good. Husky is also good, but then Cass and Ding, their accent was very heavy in the Chinese accent, which is surprising that Cass can speak English pretty well, but his Japanese, the accent, well, he was not able to catch. So there's a trade-off. He can speak English, but he can't really do Japanese. And for the song itself, the sound is good. The disco house, right now there's this renaissance, kind of resurgence of disco sound, which is good. The producer was a Japanese producer, which was a nice collaboration. And the negative is the choreography. Right now, for me, the negative is the choreography. From what they showed was too simple, kind of messy, and Stand Up For Me, they have the same action. So We Are The One, again, it's like the same action. So it's like we just saw this move. So they probably should have changed it up. So maybe instead of the right hand, they should have used the left hand. So it would have been at least opposite for the one. So that's my major negative is the choreography. So please release the choreography performance video so we can at least appreciate what they did. And I can probably understand maybe they couldn't do a full choreography at that time because they were just one after the other. They had to go and do the the Youth With You Get Off, and they had to do the Dream, and then they had to do Stand Up, and then they also had the Toolman. They had the other songs that was released for the EP, and then they had to prepare for this 1 year anniversary for the whole concert that just happened yesterday, which I wish I could have been there. And then they had to also promote and release this new song. So these boys are working hard. They're working hard. I appreciate what they're working on and they're doing. But because of how much they have to do, I guess some things are gonna have to be not as strong, which I think is what this choreography was for this video, because it's too much for them to handle. And if you didn't see in my last video from the Produce Pandas fan club, I got this signed photo from them because of my Billy video that I had uploaded on my reaction, and I had enough views and likes that I won that photo of them signed. So I guess that is it for this video. I've gone on long enough about the Produce Pandas boys and the Japanese and Chinese version and my thoughts on the video. If you have any comments, questions, please leave them in the comment box below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and thank you again, and mata ne!